Have you ever found yourself feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges, unsure of how to navigate through the chaos? Do you sometimes wonder if there's a way to rise above the struggles, no matter how heavy they seem? What if I told you the answers you've been searching for have always been within reach, hidden in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism? In this video, we're going to explore how Stoic principles can transform the way we approach life's obstacles, help us build resilience, and guide us to inner peace, even in the toughest moments. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control everything around us, we do have the power to control how we respond to the world. By adopting Stoic practices, we can become stronger, more grounded individuals who face adversity with calm, purpose, and strength. Stay with me until the end of this video, and you'll learn how to apply Stoic principles to your life, helping you overcome obstacles, grow from challenges, and find true happiness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can continue this journey of self-improvement with us. Let's dive in. Life can often feel like a series of challenges, and sometimes it seems like everything is happening beyond our control. We can't stop the traffic, change someone's mind, or prevent unforeseen events. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control the world around us, we always have control over one important thing: ourselves. The first step to finding peace and strength is accepting that we cannot control external circumstances, but we can control our reactions to them. When we focus on controlling our own responses, we free ourselves from unnecessary frustration. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, getting upset won't help. Instead, you can choose to use that time to listen to something uplifting or practice patience. This simple shift in perspective can lead to greater inner calm. Furthermore, by understanding the limits of our control, we stop wasting energy on things we cannot change. This doesn't mean we stop striving for improvement or working hard. It means we stop worrying about things beyond our reach. Through this practice, we begin to live more intentionally, making choices based on what we can influence rather than feeling helpless. It's about learning to focus on what truly matters, how we act and how we respond to life's challenges. One of the most powerful tools we have is our perspective. How we see the world shapes our experience. Two people can face the same situation, but their reactions will be completely different based on their perspective. Stoicism reminds us that we have the ability to choose how we view things. The obstacles we face are not the problem. It's how we perceive and react to them. For example, imagine someone criticizes your work. Instead of feeling attacked, think of it as an opportunity to improve. This shift in perspective can turn a negative experience into a positive one. The goal is not to avoid challenges, but to change how we interpret them. Life often throws unexpected twists our way, but by practicing Stoicism, we can choose to view these moments as opportunities to grow. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, we can see them as lessons. When we change our perspective, we empower ourselves to respond with resilience and grace, even in difficult situations. It's about understanding that while we can't control everything, we can always control how we see and respond to what happens. Acceptance is one of the core teachings of Stoicism. In life, we encounter many things we cannot change. We may face difficulties, loss, or disappointment, but fighting against these things only drains our energy and peace. True wisdom lies in accepting what we cannot control and focusing our efforts on what we can change. Think about a time when you've been frustrated by something beyond your control, such as a delay or a problem at work. Did resisting it make it better? Most likely it made you feel more upset. When you accept that some things are simply out of your hands, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding that some battles are not worth fighting. It's about finding peace in the present moment, no matter what challenges we face. When we accept reality as it is, we gain the mental clarity to take meaningful action in the areas we can influence. Life becomes less about struggle and more about flow. Inner strength is often mistaken for external power, but it is far more subtle and resilient. True strength comes from our ability to remain grounded, no matter what life throws our way. It's about understanding that we cannot control everything, but we can always control how we react. Think of a tree standing firm against a storm. The storm may shake its branches, but the roots are deep and steady. In the same way, we must cultivate our own internal foundation. Stoicism teaches us to focus on developing this inner strength so that we can face challenges with calm and clarity. When life feels overwhelming, it's easy to feel powerless. But when we tap into our inner strength, we realize that we have the resilience to endure. This strength comes from practicing virtues like patience, wisdom, and courage. With each challenge we face, we have the opportunity to grow stronger, not by avoiding hardship, but by facing it head-on with a calm mind. One of the greatest lessons Stoicism teaches us is the power of acceptance. Life is filled with uncertainty, change, and situations beyond our control. But it is how we respond to these events that truly shapes our experience. Instead of resisting what we cannot change, we must learn to embrace it. Think of a river flowing. It moves along its path, accepting all the obstacles in its way, rocks, bends, and curves. It does not fight, but adapts. In the same way, we must learn to flow with life, accepting both the good and the bad with an open heart. This does not mean we give up or stop striving for improvement, but rather we stop struggling against the natural course of things. By letting go of what we cannot control, we find peace. When we stop resisting, we give ourselves the space to grow, to breathe, and to simply be. Acceptance brings clarity and a deep sense of inner calm, allowing us to move through life with grace. Sometimes the challenges we face feel overwhelming. We might find ourselves caught in negative thinking or focusing only on what's wrong. But Stoicism teaches us that how we see a situation is often more important than the situation itself. Our perspective is our power. Imagine you are walking in a forest and all you see are thick trees blocking your path. It feels like there is no way forward. But if you step back, you may notice an opening in the trees, a path leading you out. The problem hasn't changed, but your view of it has. The same applies to life's difficulties. By shifting our perspective, we can turn obstacles into opportunities for growth. Instead of seeing challenges as burdens, we can view them as lessons. What seems like an impossible situation might just be the very thing that helps us become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When we embrace the power of perspective, we gain control over our experience, choosing to focus on what we can change and letting go of what we cannot. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes things go as planned, and other times they don't. We can't always control the circumstances we face, but we can control how we respond. The Stoics teach us the value of acceptance, not as a way of giving up, but as a way of embracing reality as it is. Imagine you're standing in front of a calm lake. The water is peaceful, still, and serene. This is how your mind can feel when you accept life's events without resistance. Instead of struggling against things you cannot change, you learn to flow with them. Acceptance is not about resigning yourself to negativity, but about recognizing that certain things are beyond your control. By focusing on what we can influence, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. We stop fighting against life and start living in harmony with it. In moments of challenge or frustration, remember that peace comes when we accept the things we cannot change and find strength in how we respond. True power lies not in avoiding difficulties, but in cultivating inner peace despite them. As we journey through life, we face ups and downs, moments of joy and sorrow. The Stoic philosophy shows us that, while we can't control everything that happens to us, we have the power to control how we respond. By practicing self-awareness, acceptance, and emotional resilience, we can navigate life's challenges with a calm and steady heart. Remember, life doesn't always go according to plan, and that's okay. Every difficulty is an opportunity to grow, to practice patience, and to learn from our experiences. Through Stoicism, we can cultivate a mindset that helps us not only survive, but thrive in a world full of uncertainty. The wisdom of the Stoics teaches us that we are stronger than we realize. By accepting what we cannot change, focusing on what we can control, and finding peace within ourselves, we can lead more fulfilling lives. So take this wisdom to heart and remember, no matter what life throws your way, you have the strength to handle it with grace and resilience.